quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game.
But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. That caught by Trimble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Panthers at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw again. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Palmer on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Can they get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to keep this again. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Okay, ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos drops him for a loss of 12. And it also brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on second down. Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. Trucks over him. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Lambo is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And
he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Humphries goes in motion. Lance now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells.
And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Lance. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Did you get the feeling, Charles? Yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. He's still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. They'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance on the move to his left. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Let's go. Right, 97. Number 38.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
He spun away for a moment, but only a moment, as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe, and that's it. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's returnable now for Smith. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Right back to Hubbard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Ready, go!
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Carolina, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have